Good morning, everybody. This is Steve Fletcher with a trumpet for my people. Today's October 27th, 2025. And I want to share something with you that I got in my daily Bible reading as I'm reading chronologically through the Bible, and I'm in the book of Judges. And so as I was reading this story about Abimelech, all of these details came out, and it really struck me as a foreshadowing of the end time judgment on Babylon and the end time judgment on the Antichrist. And it works out to be really an amazing story with so many details, this story of Abimelech. And so I want to read this and talk a little bit about Judges chapter 9, verses 50 through 53. It says, "Then went Abimelech to Thebez and encamped against Thebez and took it. But there was a strong tower within the city, and thither fled all the men and women and all they of the city, and shut it to them, and gat them up to the top of the tower. And Abimelech came unto the tower, and fought against it, and went hard unto the door of the tower, to burn it with fire. And a certain woman cast a piece of a millstone upon Abimelech's head, and all to break his skull." And so there were a lot of correlations here, and I wanted to share this with you. So Abimelech is the number 40, and I found that interesting. Is there a 40-day warning coming as we're watching the days leading up to Hanukkah? 40 days before December 14th would be November 4th. I think there's an election that's going to be happening on November 4th, and Obama is promoting the Democrats again in a couple governor's races, I think New Jersey and Virginia. And so something may happen with Obama on November 4th. We need to watch that, maybe something else. And then December 19th, midweek Hanukkah, 40 days before that would be November 9th, which would be 119 or 9/11. So 40 is the number of Abimelech. Abimelech went to Thebez, and encamped against the city of Thebez, and took it. And there was a strong tower within the city, and everyone went up into the top of this strong tower. Abimelech came unto the tower, and he wanted to burn it with fire, but a certain woman cast a piece of a millstone upon Abimelech's head, and all to break his skull. And so the strong tower, this is an interesting term here, strong tower. And Psalm 61:3, "For thou hast been a shelter for me in a strong tower from the enemy." And Proverbs 18:10, "The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe." And so we have this scenario of all of these people running to Thebez, from Thebez, running to this strong tower, going up to the top of the tower. But Abimelech was not able to overcome this tower, because this is the strong tower of which is the Lord's people. And so the name of Thebez is not only the place in Israel. The name Thebez means whiteness. And when I looked this up and I saw that it was whiteness, or in another way to look at it is brightness or whiteness, this verse came to mind, 2 Thessalonians 2:8, "And then that wicked will be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming." And so Thebez or Tebets is this strong tower. The people of God are going to be pursued by the enemy, but the enemy will not be able to overcome, because the Lord is the strong tower, and they are seeking refuge in the Lord. And the Lord will destroy the enemy, Abimelech, the Antichrist, with the brightness or the whiteness of his coming. This whole idea of this millstone being cast down to break his skull Revelation 18:21, and a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all. So you have this great millstone being thrown down. It's going to crush the skull of the enemy. And then the idea of this being a woman throwing down the millstone, and just as Genesis 3:15 is the prophecy about the woman, and I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. And it shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. So this prophecy of a woman crushing the head of the serpent, and this woman throwing down the millstone, crushing Abimelech's head. And so this scenario of Abimelech being a type of Antichrist, being a type of enemy of Israel, and all of these details happening, the whiteness, the millstone, the strong tower, the number 40. Okay, and so as I said, as we're watching Hanukkah, I think we may have some type of major warning coming in the next few days, whether it's November 4th, would be a 40-day warning to the first day of Hanukkah, December 14th, and 40 days before the middle of Hanukkah, December 19th, would be November 9th, which is 119 or 9/11. Okay, so as I went away from wanting to watch Comet 3i Atlas, the Lord brought me to my daily Bible study in Judges and brought me to the story of the millstone. Is there a correlation to what is coming? Where are we in the timeline? Where are we in what is going to happen, the judgment that is going to happen? The great millstone is prophesied. It will happen at some point. We don't know when. But Revelation 18:21 is still in the future. Whether it's the near future or the far future, we'll have to see. But either way, all of this is beautifully portrayed and easily visible within the story of Abimelech. So I just wanted to share this with you. I pray you're blessed today. Where are you in your Bible reading? What are you reading and studying now? I pray that when you open up your Bible, that the Lord would reveal great things to you, and you would be blessed. I do pray you are blessed today. This is Steve Fletcher, a trumpet for my people, the sign of his coming revealed.